Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along this evening of the UEFA Champions League between Real Madrid versus Atalanta. And boy, this is going to be an interesting one because there's only one goal that separates the two sides, and it was, of course, I can hear myself, which is I'll just mute that. Sorry about that, folks. When you hear yourself echoing, you're thinking, "Oh God, there's two of me." But yes, I'm looking forward to this. Because there's only one goal that separates the two sides. And Atalanta, they did well last season. They got to the quarterfinals. They've got some good experience there. Can they do it against a Real Madrid team that isn't quite the Galacticos we're used to seeing? I'm with Sebastian Drew. It's always a pleasure to watch the game with him because he knows exactly what's going on, while you're looking at me, who would say he watches Real Madrid week in, week out. But to tell you the truth, I'm more of a Gladbach fan. But I made the sacrifice to go and watch this game instead of Gladbach versus Man City because we all know Gladbach are going to win. Seb, how are you?
I'm alright.
Well, I'm trying to get used to those glasses, but they're very good. I mean, it's
thank you.
Thank you. Very nice pair of glasses you've got there. This is weird as well, Seb, because poor Atalanta, the players, the coaches, and the representatives would have gone to Madrid and think, yes, I've never been to the Bernabeu, neither have I. No, they're playing in the training facility.
Yeah, but this has been a regular feature, and I think they came out the other day saying that they're going to do it for a lot longer as the Bernabeu is still under construction. Yeah,
of course,
it's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame, but I think it's a very cute little stadium, isn't it?
It is. I mean, because it's where I think it was before the construction. I believe Real Madrid B play there. I think it's Real Madrid B. So
possibly,
yeah. It's not a bad little facility for the future of the footballers. But
and
yeah,
you can tell in our scene, I've put the actual mini stadium in there and not the Bernabeu.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I would have easily just put the Bernabeu.
Alfredo Di Stefano.
I would have literally misled our viewers and gone, yeah, we're playing at the Bernabeu. No, you're not. It's a fraud. It's an absolute fraud.
It's called the Alfredo Di Stefano, which I assume means Stefano's creamy Italian pasta of some sort. There is a meal called Alfredo, so I'm just really making the worst puns possible.
So, of course, we're just waiting for kickoff, and Zidane shaking hands with the Atalanta manager. Zidane saying, look, I am sorry, but we have to play here tonight.
Atalanta manager, it's Gasperini. He's not the Atalanta manager.
See, this is what I mean. You know so much more, Seb. If anything, you should be leading.
He was robbed of not being voted UEFA Manager of the Year. I'll say it now.
Wow.
I'm saying it now.
I probably agree with you for what he did in 2020, but I mean, who got it at the end? Was it Klopp?
It was Klopp, yeah.
It was Klopp. I mean, fair enough. I mean,
ahead of Flick, but you know.
But I mean, well, yeah, and the fact that Bielsa was in there, which was a bit no.
Come on,
because
come on.
Let's be honest. There's loads of teams that have gone up with like the same around time of Bielsa being at a club, and with their impact, they've got them to the Premier League. What difference does it make with Bielsa and Leeds? Because it's Leeds, fair? No, that's not fair.
You know better than me, Jamie.
I mean, of course I do. I know a lot better, but we won't talk about that.
You're a footballing man.
So are you?
Well,
so are you? And
so
to our viewers, hope you're enjoying the stream so far. I'm trying to sign into YouTube with my other account, but it's not quite working out.
With the very little time, I'm glad that we got the stream up. We tested the audio, and I've also got a stream to you. We're sharing streams tonight.
We are, yes. Is your mic muted on your
muted,
Skype?
Yes.
It is. I'm just wondering. I think I can hear like a fuzz somewhere, but I don't know if it's from you or from somewhere else. So we're watching the game at exactly the same time. So we'll be getting the match clock ready because Atalanta are about to kick off in their home colours of blue and black stripes, which they nicked from Inter Milan, and the black shorts and black socks, while Real Madrid have copied the England colours of white, all white, or you could say the New Zealand team, but who knows?
What a way to insult everyone. Like, you know, Real Madrid stole England's design. Atalanta stole Inter's. Well, okay, okay.
I thought, if I'm gonna go down like Piers Morgan, I better start now.
Oh my word! Who'd have thought?
Feel free to get in touch, folks, on our live chat page. Let us know your predictions. Seb, what are you going for this one? Can Real Madrid hold on?
Don't know about if the word "hold on" would be the correct one, but I think it'll probably just be 1-1 and Real Madrid go through. I just I don't see Atalanta not conceding, and I don't see Real Madrid conceding too many. So
yeah,
that's why I'm going for 1-1.
So Atalanta have the ball on the halfway line at the moment. Could go out for a throw. No, they've kept it in play. Of course, the other game tonight is Mönchengladbach against Man City, but it's not at Man City. It's in Budapest.
It's in the Puskas Arena again.
Again, yeah, that Puskas Arena is going to be living the riches at this rate. It's going to be
no fans, so you're not really getting any revenue.
Good point. Good thing I don't work in business.
Is this like the official UEFA stadium, the Puskas Arena? Because now we're getting neutral venues. I mean, we had Portugal, but it seems like a lot of these have been playing in the Puskas Arena, and I think it's well liked by UEFA. So is this the neutral arena for UEFA?
Who knows? Maybe it could be that stadium that we've seen on the Champions League intros. They just need to put some stars over it now.
That one always looked like a blue Allianz Arena.
Good point. Good point.
Yes, just a minute. I've got the wrong things up.
There we go. It's outside the box. No. Real Madrid getting it away. Back on the halfway line. So yeah, do get in touch.
Yes. Big miss tonight. Casemiro, who's suspended.
Yes.
I mean, you could say the same for Freuler being suspended on Atalanta's side, but I think Casemiro is probably just a bit of a bigger miss.
How much of a fan are you of Casemiro?
It's hard to be a fan of such a robust player. It seems... I don't mean to disrespect him, and I'm not one who watches him week in, week out, but it's mainly just doing so much of the basics, but doing them really right and doing them non-stop. That's what I get from Casemiro when he plays. Like against Atletico Madrid, just protecting that back four quite comfortably. So, in some senses, yes, I'm a fan, but I don't rave about it whatsoever. He just does the basic things right. And then bursts in behind when he needs to.
Yeah. And he's won many trophies at Real Madrid, especially under Zidane.
Yeah, and he's been there forever, hasn't he? I mean, I can only think of...
He's been there for 6, 8, 7 years, am I right?
It seems like one of those ones that everyone was talking about in Brazil. You could buy him on FIFA, and you're just like, oh, he's got potential. Yeah,
big chance already. Yeah, shot on target. Courtois having to make the stop. Courtois, of course, not everyone's cup of tea in a weird way. But
he's done well in the past.
He's done well.
There was a bit of a sketchy start. Sketchy, is that how you say it? People were unconvinced at the beginning, and rightly so, but it shows great character, doesn't it, that he's come back and actually cemented his place in this team.
I've just had some bacon rolls come in, so I would normally wait till the end of the game, but I am hungry today.
You see, there it is, Jamie. Gian Piero Gasparini. Excuse my Italian pronunciation. But
I just love Seb's stream. It's amazing.
Oh, really? Oh, good. I mean, I'm glad that it works for you.
It's very good. Because what happened was when Seb shared the screen with me, it was a bit blurry at first, but I said to him that any picture will do for me as long as we're watching the same stream. But it's actually got better and better.
People are going to be asking in the stream, why didn't I share the screen instead of this screen?
We can, but we might get killed. Or canned.
We might get killed. You've just basically slandered YouTube on their own channel. On their own platform, sorry.
Hey, the Simpsons did it with Fox. They got away with it.
Absolutely. But I think the Simpsons had had some goodwill to live off.
I've always noticed with Fox, they always get the piss taken out of them from their own shows. Family Guy did it as well.
Probably the only place they're allowed to.
And they cancelled them twice. Yeah, no, you're right, because Atalanta already on the front foot 5 minutes in. But yeah, because actually there was an interview that they had with some. I'm not really sure what her profession was. Ooh, gone away again there. Um, I think it was. I can't remember her name, but they asked her about the whole Piers Morgan thing last week about freedom of speech. And then they asked her if he did it with any network in America, would he have got away with what he said? And then she said, Fox News, yeah, he would have been fine. And it's like, yeah, completely spot on. But, I mean, you're still going to have your complaints, but I think they would have taken it on the chin. But, you know, I kind of agree with Piers Morgan, though. You've got to have a bit of freedom of speech going on. So that's my take.
I'm not going to start this whole Piers Morgan thing.
Well, no. I'm not going to argue with you. If you disagree, I completely respect that. You know, it's.
Oh no. I just, leave that out now of the internet. I think he's got some good points and some bad points, and everyone does, and that's why I don't like taking sides, because everyone automatically thinks you 100% agree with that person when completely opposite.
Yeah, and when you say that you agree with one of their views, they then start to say words, like the R word, racist, and all that, and you think, well, no, that's not the point. I like debates. I don't like arguments, though. There's a difference between debates and arguments.
Technically, debates are filled with different arguments. An argument is a one-liner. Yeah, I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean.
I always feel with argument, the word is a bit aggressive. That's all. That's how I see it.
In computing language, it means something completely else. It just means I think it means just a piece of information. An argument.
Luke Tanner has said, thoughts on Modric getting a contract extension at Real Madrid? I didn't know that. I mean, that's another player that's been there forever, Seb, since 2012.
But he's still a key figure to this Real Madrid side. Whatever anyone says, Valverde is not going to start ahead of Casemiro, Modric and Kroos. So I'm not sure what I think about the extension. Do Real Madrid have a dangerous free kick there? No, he hasn't given it. I'm not surprised. I don't know how long it is. If it's a year or 2 years, wouldn't be surprised. But it's not shocking. It's not. He has been decent for Real Madrid over the last season.
Don't worry, I'm muting my mic when I'm eating.
I put the fan noise on, and the fan noise probably sounds too intense for the amount of people that could be in this stadium. You can hear.
It's quite a packed stadium.
Oh, and Summers just had to dive down for a Foden shot. Or was that earlier on? It was a replay at least, and good save.
I need to put the Gladbach game on my phone just so I can see what's going on in that one as well, because I'd love to see
4 screens.
This guy, and I've still got. Well, actually, I've got 2 screens, but that's because one's a laptop.
No, actually, technically 3 laptops and 1 screen. I've got the other screen there, which is technically a television and a MIDI cable, which I do use as a screen when I need. But I prefer not to put my face inflated up there, yeah.
Brilliant. Of course, we've got another Champions League game tomorrow night, which is Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. We've got George. We've got 2 Chelsea fans on, of George and Jack, and our regular Joe with us. So I'll be looking forward to that one, because Chelsea getting a good result in that away game.
Oh, and Mönchengladbach have a corner, forced to save out of Edison.
It is a beautiful stadium, Puskas.
It is. Oh, the stone deflection. Oh, that's a good save from Edison. That was going in.
Ooh.
And Thuram, sorry. I'm going to make the most of actually showing something to the viewers.
Oh, I know what he's getting. I know exactly what he's getting. Look, yeah, he's going for the wardrobe. I won't say what it is, but it is a beautiful jersey. It's the same colour as Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc.
Because they'll be playing in this tomorrow, and I'm so happy with this purchase.
Oh, I like that there's no sponsor as well.
There isn't, no. But I apparently bought it also with the official Serie A logo, a badge. So
nice. Yeah, that's perfect.
I didn't know. I was not aware. It suddenly just,
I like sleeve patches, especially if I like the logo.
Yeah.
I've never bought, a World Cup shirt or a Euro shirt, but you can get them with the tournament patch, and I think when they actually do play in that tournament, I think it's good to get it. Just to even maybe if you keep and your kids see it, you'll be like, yeah, they played in that tournament.
Exactly. And I wanted to wear that the Mönchengladbach one tonight, like you are, to support the underdog, and then tomorrow Lazio to support the underdog. Cause,
who knows?
You know. Luke saying I think it's a 1-year extension. Thoughts on Hazard picking another injury up for 4 to 6 weeks?
Just not happening, is it?
It's so sad. So, there are questions to be had over his lifestyle, because there have been some muscle injuries. So and he comes back to training at overweight every season. So who's to blame there? Well, clearly Hazard. But then there have been some other injuries where he can't do much about it. Horrible tackles, for instance. So he's had both ends of bad luck of his body saying no and tackles just going the wrong way for him. Terrible transfer so far, though. Terrible transfer.
Yeah. No justice for the millions they've spent so far. And I think I'd love to see him back at Chelsea. I think it's his club. I remember when me and Christopher... What's that?
You really think Chelsea is his club?
Well, I remember speaking to my brother, as you know. We were both saying this like the day or two before he left for Real Madrid. And I just thought, why do I have this feeling he should never have left Chelsea? And I remember me and Chris agreed, and we thought, why leave a club where it's all good for you? You've got fans behind you. You're a legend at the club. You've won a few trophies. You're literally enjoying the Premier League, the best league in the world. And of course, people say it's Real Madrid. It's a boyhood club for many. If anything, millions around the world when they grow up to be a footballer. I'm like, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing to dispute with that. And I'm sure many would take the opportunity, and as well as the money and the lifestyle in Spain. But I don't know. I just sometimes think it'd be nice to see one or two players challenge that and go, no, I don't want to go. I'm playing well where I am. Why change it?
Wouldn't it have been nice to actually see him, I don't know, go back to Lille?
What? Why? Yeah, the later parts of his career,
Next year they're in the Champions League again, or they might even win the league. They look favourites at the moment to win the league.
Yeah. Oh, Ramos got the last touch there. It's a corner. This is a good game.
If they let him go back on, this would never have happened, let's just say, before anything. They let him go back to Lille on loan till the end of the season, and he won the league with Lille. Imagine that. Just imagine.
Yeah.
It'd been great. Oh, and Man City have scored already.
Oh, that's a shame. That's that then.
Yeah.
that basically means, well, Gladbach either way have got to get 3 goals.
They had to anyway, didn't they?
And they haven't been playing well recently, Gladbach, so I don't think.
6 defeats in a row, and Mahrez just wiggles through, and De Bruyne's shot off the bar
6 defeats in a row?
For Mönchengladbach, yeah. This will be 7 if they lose.
So, Marco Reus probably wants that Dortmund bag straight away.
And this will be their 7th defeat in a row. But if they don't win this, then that'll be 9 games without a win. So the last time we won was in the cup against Stuttgart. That's quite bad. They haven't won a league game since that Dortmund match 4-2. Does he get fired, Rosa?
Could you imagine? I wonder if that's happened before. Must have happened before.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If a coach gets fired because they've already agreed to go to another club. Yeah, absolutely. I can't think of the examples, but I know there are some. The problem with Rosa, if he were to be fired, is then Mönchengladbach wouldn't be eligible to get the clause from his contract. He would technically go to Dortmund on a free, so he can't exactly. If they fire him, they must be willing to lose that money as well. They pay off his contract, and then they also lose out on the release clause fee. So they're not going to sack him. Just financial reasons, they can't afford to sack him.
Yeah, exactly. You'd rather they go like the other way because of as you say, when you fire people, it adds a bit more money. It does. Probably why I'm still in a job. No, no, I'm joking.
Was that a handball? That looked like a handball on the edge, didn't it?
What? What, as in from the cross?
Yeah, just from the cross block there. We're on the same time, Jamie. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Getting used to this
Yeah.
5-star stream here.
Yeah, Lucas, who's been in attack, in defence this year, just covering people who are injured.
Malivonsky's going to take the corner.
Ukrainian player, international is he maybe?
Oh!
That looked like
that's
it. That looked like it was deflected off round. Am I crazy there?
no
No one contested it, and I might have been seeing it wrong.
Let's have a look. Oh, then he takes a rebound shot.
No one touches it.
Look, it looked Courtois with a short kick and it's under pressure.
In the other game, Cancelo, in his own, very deep into his own half, just nutmegs Valverde, but then passes it to Hoffman. So, no, it doesn't. Not Valverde, some other player. But the cheek of him. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if Pep Guardiola's sporting a really awful jacket. That other one in the other game, that was unforgivable.
Which game was that? The Everton one?
No, the Mönchengladbach one where he had a very weird black coat on, and then he turned round and it had the City badge in like some sort of...
Oh, yeah.
In some sort of very see-through...
Very cheesy.
It's awful. And the thing is, he must have asked his superiors to make him that coat.
I've just read in our group chat on WhatsApp that Andy says that Eredivisie might merge with the Belgium league.
Oh, okay.
Now that would be interesting, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of teams that won't be happy with that.
Yeah.
Of course, Euro 2000, it was hosted between Belgium and Netherlands, so it just shows how close they are and all that. They're next door to each other.
Careful about saying how close they are. Careful.
I mean, they might have afternoon tea. I'm not sure.
Geographically, they're close. We'll end on that.
Just the same as North Korea and South Korea.
Not to that extent. I mean, geographically, yes, the same. They border each other, but
might not like each other. Let's say they have different views.
Neighbours are always like that. You like your second neighbour, but your direct neighbour, it's like a bit awkward.
That's so true.
Ooh, and the ball comes in.
Oh.
Benzema doesn't even jump for that, does he?
No, he goes, you need to do better than that.
Benzema helped them out the other day against Elche, when getting the 2 goals for the 2-1 win. And I find it funny, Ramos, it was Ramos' first game back from injury. And Real Madrid, it's 2-0 to Manchester City. It's Gundogan. This is bad. Yeah. Anyway, so Real Madrid conceded the first goal against Elche. And then straight after that, Ramos comes off. And I was thinking, okay. I didn't actually see the match, but I just saw it. And I was thinking, it's a bit weird. Yeah. Pass through from Foden. On a plate for Gundogan. Now it's Courtois back to Lucas. And Courtois been... he's forced to put it out of play there. Yeah, Real Madrid don't look comfortable in this. They're trying to keep possession, but they're not exactly a possession-based team. Muriel gives it to Valverde, and Real Madrid look to break. Vinicius Jr. Now Mendy's got space to run into, but gives it back to to Benzema. Mendy gives it back to Mendy. Benzema's shot is blocked. And it looks scrappy already, this game. Like the first game almost. Really lacking quality. Oh. was a poor ball from Milinkovic. Milinkovic? Yeah, that's right, Milinkovic, I guess. What did you see the first game, Jimmy, at all? Your microphone's off.
I was wondering why he didn't respond to me. I was just going to.
I was thinking he's leaving me hanging here.
I actually did ask you a question, but you were focusing on the game, and I was like, oh, maybe he's focused.
No,
Vinicius Junior.
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
I don't know.
I've only seen him a couple of times, but I remember him. I watched him in the game last season, the El Clasico.
Yeah.
When I think he scored, and I watched the El Clasico, and I was so bored. I was like, this is a terrible
Never good,
game.
is it? It's never good anymore.
No, it's been crap. But I mean, look, that happens. I mean, you're going to have squads that are different in time, and it's whether or not it's for the better or for the worse.
Well, it's just big. They become even higher stake matches now than they were before.
Yeah.
Because top four can rely on it now, rather than in the day where you were probably about 5, 6, even more points clear. So losing that one game didn't matter as long as you went for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find him boring. And Vinicius Junior, I don't know what to think of him. We know that he's not best mates with Benzema. That was clear from that other Champions League match. Well, when Benzema said in French to, was it Mendy? He said in French, "Don't give him the ball. I swear on my mother's life, he's playing against us." Talking about Vinicius Junior, and saying it in French, knowing that he doesn't speak French. So it was all in bad taste.
Not good.
Yeah, it's Benzema. I mean,
Benzema really is hot and cold, isn't he? You don't know. I don't like him.
It's hard to like him, isn't it? He doesn't.
Yeah,
he doesn't
he's a
do
great
himself
player.
favours,
No, he doesn't. I mean, he's made some bad decisions, and because of that, he's missed out on a World Cup medal. In my eyes, because I don't think there'd have been much. If I'm not saying they wouldn't have won the World Cup. I'm sure they would have done all right still with him up front. But again, of course, as you say, personality. If it hits the pitch, it's you're going to have problems with other players, I guess. But either way, France have proven that without Benzema, they can still win trophies. So
yeah. Yeah,
Luka Modric is a proper Real Madrid legend. He's just the one player.
Yeah, great servant.
Great servant, exactly. He got that move to Real Madrid. He took the opportunity with both hands, and he's nailed it since. He can retire now and say he won 4 Champions Leagues and a Ballon d'Or while at Real Madrid. You can't go better than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're Cristiano Ronaldo and say you've won 4 Champions Leagues and probably 3 or 4 Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah, those are unreal levels.
It's quite the Ballon d'Or winners in the early 2000s are interesting because it was all mixed. It wasn't like what we see now where it's dominated by 2 players.
I guess so, but it's hard. I've mainly been growing up in this time of thinking, is it Ronaldo or Messi? So we hear about it, you get your Michael Owens winning the Ballon d'Or, but you don't experience it as much. Ballon d'Or is an experience that I've had mainly through the Messi and Ronaldo era. So
same here, yeah.
I don't know how it feels to have 5 who could win it. I'm sure we'll get there soon.
You do wonder, don't you, of I think with Ballon d'Or, you do wonder how big it was 20 years ago. I think social media makes it bigger than it is because people will always use it as a debate of who's greater between Ronaldo and Messi, and they always include the Ballon d'Ors. And I always think, okay, apparently it says you were the player of that year, but we all have our own judgment. It's just what journalists and all that said, basically.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really take it too seriously. If anyone asks me, I'll just give an honest answer and say I think this player's the best and not really care much more. I'm not going to go and delve into those debates about who's better, Messi or Ronaldo. Let it be said though, Messi scored a really good goal yesterday.
I did see it, yeah.
And then Griezmann followed suit by scoring an even better one.
Anything I can do, you can do better. I can't see Messi leaving Barcelona.
No, I don't think that. I don't think it'll happen. And we were mentioning in our group chat about Aguero being linked to Barcelona. And I think the only logic behind that is because him and Messi get along so well that Barcelona will be trying to entice Messi to stay. I don't even know where they can get the money to pay for Messi. I don't know what's going to happen to Messi. I don't think anyone can afford him. Even PSG and Manchester City, I don't think anyone could afford him.
Funding page.
Go fund me. Me, poor Messi. I need to get to 50 million in this calendar year. Please help me.
No, it's not true that I evaded tax.
If you want to avoid tax, then you can give to Messi. It will be seen as a charitable fund. You won't have to declare any tax on it. That's my job, whether I do it or not. Oh my. Yeah, we've just lost the Messi supporters in that. Then again, watching Real Madrid, we weren't going to have many Messi supporters on. I always love this. Jamie Burgoyne. Oh yes, Jamie Burgoyne's got in touch saying, "I always love the sauna vibe in Seb's gaff. It makes me miss the gym." Yeah, it's because
Burgoyne, when do you go to the gym?
It's because it's kind of like the loft, as you can tell, with just there that the wall starts back there, but then the roof starts there. So I'm in the partial loft. Yeah, if that makes sense.
At least you don't live in Ned Flanders' house that got rebuilt.
Oh no, I wouldn't want to live in that.
You don't want to go down that hallway that gets smaller and smaller.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
And then Barney Gumbel's on the other side of the little door.
So, was it me, or did it look like Misty that handled it or put his arm up in some way?
Put his arm up, I think.
Yeah, that could have been a penalty for Real Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing that they're looking at it.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty, yeah. It's a penalty.
Oh, no. I don't think I'd give it. Nah. I'm glad they haven't. It can be.
Yeah.
My view would have been
Atalanta break quickly, and that's what they do so well. They just move so quickly, and it's surprising to any team when you're defending. And that was Milinfowski there, just
I
getting
think
in behind Mendy.
I think Real Madrid will be really nervous if they concede.
Yeah.
Because Atalanta can get away goals just because of that alone.
I think being the home team in the second leg is a disadvantage.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I completely agree. Like, as a United fan, I'm a bit nervous for AC Milan, but if we can get a goal, then it feels like we've got the upper hand.
And AC Milan with a better team without so many players. I mean, even Theo Hernandez, Mandzukic, Ibrahimovic, was Kier played United, but they had so many. Benacer wasn't there, was he?
Well,
even if Kessie was good, Kessie was brilliant, but even so,
Kessie was amazing.
He is good. He's really good, and he glides through midfield.
What is his position?
He's a centre midfielder, basically.
Oh, he's
I'd call him
nailed
an 8.
our midfield.
Yeah, I'd call him a number 8 who, when defending, drops into a 6, and when he attacks, gets into almost a false 10 position. He's brilliant to watch, and he glides forwards with such ease. It looks so slow and nonchalant, but you still can't catch him. It's weird.
Just that game alone, I think it's got him on some people's radars.
Oh, if he wasn't on people's radar already, then they've not been watching Serie A, because he's brilliant. And also, good penalty taker. Yeah, it could have been. I mean, I wouldn't give that penalty, no. Vinicius is falling.
I was waiting for that cross, but it just didn't happen, did it? He kept going, and then he didn't see the line. He was like, here we are. Oh, I'm going to fall. No, damn it.
Yeah, he falls. He's always falling, isn't he? There's a slight arm ages back that comes onto him, and he's always fallen, Vinicius Jr. But getting back in touch, saying grand designs with Seb True. Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to see that.
I don't know, but I do live with an architect, so that always, I get architect people all the time in our place, work until 4 a.m. doing their projects. Oh, God.
Oh God.
No, they're cool. They're actually really cool people. You
Good
wake
money
up to go
though.
for it.
Is
I
it good
get.
money?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'd have thought so, but
I actually think I get more than them, but I'll have to check that. And he says, also, who says I use the game? What's a game?
who says I use the game when I go?
Jamie. What's a game? Oh, a game. Oh, the cross from Lucas and outside the foot there.
I like that. It was nice. But going,
Cheeky.
if I don't use it, then you definitely shouldn't. Just don't use a game. Just you don't need to. If I don't use it, you don't need it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I do. I don't know if I've ever told this to Seb, but we've actually got a treadmill in our garage. So yeah, I don't need to go anywhere.
You're gonna put it up for one of the watch-alongs and just tread along while we're doing
Yeah.
it.
Jamie, your challenge throughout this watch-along is to run and not stop.
It'll be called a tread-along.
How
was the game yesterday with Wolverhampton and Liverpool?
You know what? I spent 15 minutes wondering what the hell was going on that pitch, and then obviously found out that Patricio.
Yeah, you
was
okay? For that point, but you were sending messages at I think about 10 past to me, and I was thinking, has he not got stats to count here? Or?
There wasn't that much to worry about. I mean, the game was a bit calm for me.
Is that how collecting stats goes about? You don't have to be watching every pass going to.
Oh no! That's different. We're betting data for last night, so I didn't have to worry too much about those kind of stats. Which is, yeah, I'd have not been on my phone for a good an hour and a half at least. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking.
But no, it's quite because I have two phones because I've got my work phone and my normal phone, and I use my work phone to do the game. Why did Seb read Jim as Gaim? But because we've never heard of the word Jim, Burgoyne.
I've not.
No, that's because he's just texted me it.
Oh, he's texted. He doesn't get the reference then. He doesn't get the reference.
Come on, Burgoyne. When are we going to get you on a watch along?
When he's not working, apparently.
But yeah, last night was interesting. I wasn't so fussed about the game as such, but I said to someone next to me in the press box, I said it was actually John Murray from BBC 5 Live. I said to him, you know what, I bet you if there's going to be one goal tonight, Jota will score because it's against Wolves. And then when Jota scored, John Murray said on his commentary, he said, and some would have probably predicted that tonight. And then he looked towards me and I was like, oh, what can I say?
Do you know these commentators like John Murray?
Yeah. John Murray I've seen. John Murray I've actually met a few times. I met John Murray 3 or 4 years ago at the Open. Because I work in the media centre at the Open each year, and I met him from that, and then I just asked for advice and all that, and then this was when I was still at uni. Lovely chap, really, just a genuine bloke, and he's the same as he is as a commentator. He'll always have. What's that?
Invisible? Only the voice? Just the voice, no face.
He's exactly the same. It's weird because you speak to some commentators like Steve Bauer, and his commentary voice is his normal voice.
Oh, and Modric is here. And
Oh, God, that's a great goal.
Oh, no, it was poor from Atalanta.
Yeah, it's a shame because they gave him a good 30 minutes, but it's Benzema again, who, it's a normal day for him. He finds the net, gets another goal in the Champions League, and Modric does well there to get the pass across to him. Rafael Varane is just going past Zidane. Varane, of course, the calmest man and a future Man United defender.
I think it's a thing when your name ends in A-N-E, like Varane or Zidane or just calmness. But yeah, Sportiello giving it away really badly there to Modric. The ball goes up and Modric just takes it down quickly and puts it in right in front of Benzema. He's on the edge of the box, or just inside the box, and calmly slots it into.
It's so annoying to watch. I mean, I feel for the goalkeeper, but it's his fault. So it
was his fault. Yeah, they should have had ex-Aston Villa legend Galini on that pitch in goal. Because he played a lot of games for Atalanta last season, and he's been benched a bit more this season. So I don't know if.
How old is he?
He's 26. So Sportiello is 28. And he's getting. I don't know. There's a bit more rotation in that area for Gasperini this season.
Got you.
But then again, Gasperini's all about rotation. I mean, even looked tonight, Ilicic isn't even starting. But Gasperini has recently said that he won't play Ilicic in big matches, which I think is quite damning of what's supposed to be one of their most talented players. And especially since Papu Gomez has recently departed the club. I think that's, quite big a statement from Gasperini. Is Gasperini slowly losing that dressing room, considering he lost Papu Gomez because they had a falling out? It looks like it could go down that road with Ilicic as well. It's not looking good for him, I don't think. I mean,
no.
I'm
they'll
hyper-conflating it completely, but still.
They're going to keep going, of course. But yeah, the goal that they've conceded.
It's a poor one, and it's hard to see Real Madrid concede 2 goals in the second half, or one in the first, one in the second. They just don't. They're not.
Well, Benzema has 5 goals in 6 matches now in the Champions League. I mean that's normal for him, isn't it? He's been.
I guess.
I mean he's. I mean what a service he's been. You know, we mentioned Modric and Benzema, pretty much same or high, and Sergio Ramos as well. You know, I'll say this now about Real Madrid. They do buy players. They're known for it. They'll buy the best players in the world. But you know, you look at least 3 or 4 players in that squad, and they've been there for a good few years.
Been good servants.
Great servants. I mean, you look at like Barcelona of Jordi Alba and Gerard Piqué and Messi, of course. You know, it is nice to see some sort of loyalty.
Well, they go after that if they're not to play, if they're not to continue at their respective club. Where would Benzema go, for instance, just to put it?
Would he go back to Lyon?
They don't have the money. They don't have that sort of money.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the problem, isn't it? I mean, you talk about money, and it's whether or not. I do think there are some players out there who do take big cuts because it's just like, well, let's be realistic. If I want to go back there, I've got to take a pay cut.
I'm going to say it now, and I think it's quite a pertinent argument, and it's probably going to be a bit controversial. If Juventus wanted to win the Champions League, I think they'd have been better getting Benzema than Ronaldo. When they got Ronaldo, they should have got Benzema. I think he's more of a focal point that Juventus need. I mean, not under Pirlo, it's completely different, but he'd have been definitely very useful under even later Allegri or Sarri.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, really. I mean, either way, you're getting a goal scorer.
Yeah,
you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
I think Benzema's extremely underrated, and I think he would have thrived in Serie A.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was reading last night that apparently Zidane has hinted at Ronaldo going back to Real Madrid, but I can't see that happen.
No, because even Ronaldo said that he wants to win trophies with Portugal and Juventus, not after being eliminated from the Champions League. So I don't think he's leaving Juventus anytime soon. But we can say that this project does not look like it's not worked out exactly.
To an end.
Well, it's not worked out, and Ronaldo was awful in that match against Porto. I thought he was awful.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did the watch along last week, and I don't ever remember talking about him in a positive note. I don't remember even mentioning him have the ball, to be honest. I mean,
how many times did he miscontrol the ball and not getting into areas?
I can't even remember him getting involved. I mean, Valverde's just been given a yellow card, but yeah, it was one of those games for me where I thought Juventus could do it. And then just obviously out of nowhere, FC Porto get the goal. The free kick should have been saved by Szczęsny.
And the wall.
And the wall. Oh.
He basically did his celebration when he doing the wall by just jumping, spinning round and opening his legs. That's his celebration.
Yeah.
That's what he did in the wall.
I mean, yeah, it's... The Ronaldo to Juventus was a weird one, I thought. But... I don't know. It felt like it was a bit out of nowhere anyway when he left Real Madrid.
I was shocked. Yeah.
When you look
when you look back at it, you think, okay, no, it does make sense because there were hints of it and everything. But yeah, I was shocked in the moment. It was like Ronaldo's going to Juventus for a reported 100 million. I'm like, oh, nah, it's one of those rumors. Then you just then someone just sends a photo with him holding the Juventus shirt, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and I remember Juventus putting out a tweet with like a social media graphic announcement. I just went, wow. I was like, fuck, it's actually happening. Oh, hang on, here come Real Madrid. It's 2 against 4.
Nacho.
I do like
done
Nacho.
well.
I don't know why. I just do.
He's
I've
actually
seen,
okay. So recently he's been playing as the centre back, filling in for Ramos and also Militao being out, and he's done well. I think he's done reasonably well considering that he's
like
a right back. He's a right. I don't know what he is.
I think he's got improv in him as well.
Yeah. I think he's done well.
Do you remember his goal against Portugal?
No, I don't.
Oh, great volley. It was to make it 3-2 to Spain that night as well.
It says something to me, but I can't really remember.
When you see it again, you'd have seen it.
Yeah, I was watching the match for Portugal 3, Spain 3, and
That game was so good because it was like the second day of the World Cup. You thought that was only the second day. This is fucking awesome.
well, the first day I thought would be absolutely dire with Saudi
Oh,
Arabia
yeah.
and Russia, and then suddenly that ended 5-0 again. And there were
And
some
then
good goals in that match as well.
I remember some people putting tweets out saying they're going to win the World Cup, aren't
they? Beat Saudi Arabia, come on.
I know, yeah. But it was when they beat Spain as well. I know Spain were a bit in a demise with that squad, but it was still a bit of a wow. It was like, that's a big moment for Russia.
Yeah, and it was a good World Cup for them.
Yeah, I mean, they could have been a semi-finalist. But
well, they went right to the end with Croatia.
Exactly, that's what I mean. I mean, penalty shootout, let's be honest, it's anyone's.
Yeah, considering that Croatia actually got to the final.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It would have been, Russia. I think deep down Russians would have been. I mean, I was proud for Russia, to be honest. Despite all the criticism of them getting the World Cup, I was quite happy for Russia because I thought,
They're
you saw all those.
Usually, they're very underwhelming in tournaments, I find.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at what they did in Euro 2008. They got to the semis, which no one expected, and they completely stunned the Netherlands.
Okay, but Euro 2008 is never a reference for me as a fan.
Well,
as you know.
I mean,
shot there.
I thought
I was going in there.
Yeah, I thought that was a top corner. Oh,
yeah,
that'd have been a great response.
Militao, just out of nowhere, almost got some space and went, left foot. There, no, it's actually quite far wide. It's going, it's quite a distance wide. But at least he tried.
Ramos is standing. He's just doing this. He's doing, yeah.
But Ramos has done that even before the handball was introduced. Just standing like that.
I do love Ramos. I mean, I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just love his passion and his determination on that pitch.
You've got to admire that, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, you if you're a manager, he's exactly what you want because he'll put the team first. And he is a leader for me. I mean, he's sad that he's getting old now.
Courtois came out and Muriel nearly got that.
That would have been
down
scary.
Greatly, didn't he? But in the middle of the air, that'd have been a good chance. But now Real Madrid look to up the tempo.
Yeah, Modric.
Yeah, Modric against Pasalic, the Croatians battling it out there.
His awareness is so good.
Yeah, Pasalic has looked really just slow to react. I mean, he usually is, but it just looked like a bad call from Gasperini, and that's when you think instead of having Pasalic on, even though he scored 2 goals Friday night against Spezia, let it be said. I think Ilicic. You'd hope that Ilicic would be getting some time on the ball tonight, but we'll see.
If anyone is wondering, the other game, it's Man City 2, Mönchengladbach 0. 4-0 on aggregate, so that's going in one direction. And it kind of is here, but Real Madrid getting that goal that they knew was important, because if Atalanta got the first goal, they would be in trouble. And, all it takes is a moment for Atalanta to get themselves back in it. But instead, here come Madrid looking for a third. Oh, and they've won the ball.
He's done well there, Lucas, but he's got no options. This is where Real Madrid are a bit lazy offensively. If you look at how far back Valverde, how far back Ramos, Nacho, Modric were, they've got no options up front. They've only got Benzema.
Yeah.
And even Vinicius usually hides away quite often.
I mean, I'm not expecting them to be anywhere near it, but could you see Real Madrid as outsiders at least?
Or this competition?
Yeah.
I don't think you can ever rule them out, considering that how many Champions League winners are there on that pitch alone, and they're just Real Madrid players. You can't rule them out, ever.
And their manager's done it with them 3 times.
Yes, yes. But think about it. Even like goalkeepers like Courtois hasn't won the Champions League. So when you look at
Yeah.
PSG, they've got a Champions League winner up front in Neymar, Champions League winning goalkeeper in Navas, and they've got
Ooh.
someone who's
Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's half time.
it's half time.
Oh, that was a bit.
No added time.
I was just. That's a bit. It was like that the other night between West Ham and United. They put it at full time when West Ham were about to have a corner, which I thought was a bit odd. But yeah, full time. So at Real Madrid's facilities that they found in a local sports club, they are leading a 1-0 against Atalanta. That means the aggregate score is at 2-0. So
It's the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium.
is it? I thought it was a local sports club, and they've just made it pretty. So they're all off to the sports bar, and then they'll get their orange juices, refreshments, and I hope they do stay 2 metre distance, but they aren't going down that tunnel. So half time, Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0, aggregate score of 2-0. Seb, it's a shame for Atalanta because they've been playing very well, but the goalkeeper gave them the goal.
Yeah, it's a poor goal to give away, but then this is not new from Atalanta to give away a poor goal. They're very capable of doing that. I'm just a bit disappointed in them not being a bit more ambitious in attacking. I mean, fair enough, they're getting men forward into the opposing half, but they're not exactly getting Muriel onto those spaces in the box. They're not getting. I mean, Linfusky is getting into spaces quite far out from goal. Pasalic, I haven't really seen on the ball deep into Real Madrid's half. Okay, fine, yeah. The intention's been there, but they've actually not taken the risks at Atalanta, surprisingly enough. And I'm a bit disappointed from Atalanta. You never know what you're going to get, but it's disappointing that they give a goal away from a goalkeeping error or a passing error from the goalkeeper. Yeah, bit unfortunate, I'll just say. Real Madrid haven't been exactly convincing, but how long have Real Madrid not been convincing? Especially since Zidane has returned.
At least a decade. I love it how in the French studio you've got two guys in a suit, and then you've got another guy just casually there in his clothes.
He is so classy, that guy with the grey hair, right?
And yeah, he doesn't need a suit.
Oh no, he is very classy there. But yeah, they're quite relaxed. I mean, thank goodness the sound is none other way. Well, usually on certain Champions League nights, like in the final where they have 5 different people on and they're all just arguing over each other, you can't hear anything.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. They did that for ITV for the World Cup 2014 final, and there was like 5 of them. And they decided to have the studio on the beach. So all you could hear is the waves in the background of Copacabana Beach, and you got Adrian Charles there just sitting there in the middle while they're all arguing. It's like Roy Keane at someone. You just think you just hear this. Oh, Brazil the best. It's like, I love this.
No, I couldn't hear anything.
I mean, they just seem to have this thing when it's a big final song. They have to have as many pundits as they can, which fair enough. You know, it's the final. You want to get something going. Steve McDonald has said, do you think Bayern could become the next 2016 to 18 Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League? Now, what he means by that is to repeat what Real Madrid have done recently, which is to at least win multiple Champions Leagues in the next 2 to 3 years, which, of course, they won last season. I don't see... I mean, this season, I think Bayern Munich are no doubt one of the favourites.
Yeah.
Can they do it for 2-3 years?
I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Even just generally, even Barcelona, one of the greatest sides that we have seen, and I'll say that now, Barcelona, just even ahead of that Madrid side, couldn't do the 3 years in a row.
No.
So doing it does take a lot, and you have to probably be a bit more than just the best team in Europe. And I'm still not convinced Bayern Munich's defense is all that solid. But then this depends if Flick goes. I've been saying for months now, haven't I, that Lowe will go at the end of the season. Flick will be Bayern Munich manager, and Nagelsmann will be. Flick will be the national team manager. Nagelsmann will be the Bayern Munich manager. If Nagelsmann is the Bayern Munich manager, then maybe I think really highly of Nagelsmann.
I'd be interested. I mean, I mean, management helps, but they've got the players. I mean, I just love the depth up front that they've got. Yeah. You know, Gretzky, Muller, Gnabry, Sane, Lewandowski. It's so good. I mean, Gretzky for me in the last few games has been absolutely phenomenal. And where's Thiago? I mean, I don't know where he's gone, but they certainly
This
don't
is what I
miss him.
said. This is what I said on the group, isn't it? People saying that he'll start easily, and it's a choice out of Goretzka and Kimmich. Is it? Is it? I'm not
we've a-
sure.
we've
Yeah.
we've actually got Bayern Munich this Saturday against Stuttgart at 2:30, so do join us for that as our watch along. As of course the title race continues, but RB Leipzig slipped up again, didn't they, last weekend?
So frustrating, isn't it? It's
It
just
is because you don't. I I mean, let's see what happens. But Leipzig and Bayern Munich still have to play each other. It'd be
yeah,
interesting to
but
see what the points difference will be come that game.
exactly. And well, Leipzig are out of the Champions League now, so you hope that they can just concentrate on the league and go for every point until the end of the season. And it's in 2 weeks against Bayern Munich actually, which is quite
Oh,
interesting. So you got Arminia
what when
Bielefeld
it
this
when
weekend.
what day is it? Is
So
it on a Saturday or?
it's on the 20. Sorry, it's on the 3rd of April. So
Oh, 3rd of April. Okay,
what date's the 3rd of April?
that is a Saturday.
It is a Saturday, yes.
So we will no doubt do that
Obviously,
one.
that'll be a 6:30 kickoff. It is a 6:30 kickoff.
Uh,
5:30 for you. Um, so we got Andrew Poshy football predictions and vlogs saying hi. Hello, Andrew.
how are you, Andrew? What are you watching the Real Madrid game as well? What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, as I'm not surprised with how the games turn out, but even considering the last game when Atalanta played most of the game with 10 men, they still gave Real Madrid a good go. I'm not saying it was the greatest match in the world because it was far from it, but you'd expect that now with that extra man again that they'd be able to push Real Madrid a bit more. They haven't done that much more than they did in the other match. Can you give a leaving us on edge there?
Can you give? Might have to retype that.
We'll see what comes up. But yeah, I think Leipzig they're just too prone to this sort of dropping points that has happened against the weekend. I mean, they played against Frankfurt. Frankfurt are fourth for a reason. But they should technically win all their games to the end of the season, except for maybe Bayern Munich and Dortmund. So, or Wolfsburg. They've still got Wolfsburg to play actually. So yeah.
Of course, the news came out earlier, Seb. Don't know if you've seen it, but Zlatan Ibrahimovic has been re-picked for the Sweden team ahead of the World Cup qualifiers. What do you think of that? Is that a surprise to you? I don't think it is. For me,
I thought I didn't know if Zlatan genuinely did want to get back into international football. I mean, he's mentioned it. I didn't know if the chance did come about that he would say yes and jump on it. Especially because Sweden do have a striker now that I thought they put all their faith in Isaac. But nonetheless, Zlatan will be there. And is this a good idea considering that he's picked up some injuries this season and some serious ones? How can he manage international duty as well? He's 39. He's not exactly that young. I mean, how is he going to manage that? I don't know. I really don't.
yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, will he start? I guess that's
I guess
the
not.
question
Maybe.
on his plans. Maybe not.
But then, how does that really harm his own ego? It probably does. So
Probably does because you do wonder what Zlatan's really like in the changing room because I do think some of it is
over the top.
for the camera.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say over the top. I'd just say
He literally said God's back in the Sweden squad. You're not going to tell me it's not over the top.
well, yeah, but I mean, look, it's his confidence in it. I think if you're a person that's proven himself and speaks like that, I'm not going to go against that. I mean, this is a guy who can get any woman he wants while I'm still looking at football stickers from friends that I'm swapping with. So I think we all know who the real winner is there. But if you really want to know, it's the spare Euro 2012 stickers because I'm trying to complete my album still ahead of the Euro 2020 album that comes out in a week's time. So if anyone's on the live chat page, do follow me because we can certainly do some swaps because I've found a few people online who do that and it's been very helpful. I got Cesc Fabregas. Um,
Oh dear God, he
I
keeps
don't.
them.
I don't want this one, but I have to fill up the album. That's Victor Valdez. Bruno Alves. That's an old name.
Yeah, and he was old back then, I
Ricardo.
guess.
What's that?
He was old back then, if I'm not wrong.
Well, yeah, he was born in 1981,
Oh, he's younger than I expected.
so he would
50 this year.
be.
No, 40
Or,
this year.
I
What?
was going to say that's near my brother's age.
No.
Ricardo Quaresma. He was born in 83.
That outside the foot
Joe,
shot, wasn't that what he always did?
local boy for me, Joe Hart, John Terry, Ashley Cole, and Rio Ferdinand. So those are my spares, and I'm sending out my spares to my friend tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to posting. So yeah, you'll be surprised how many adults still do stickers, Mr.
I don't,
Mr. Seb True.
so I don't know.
Did you ever used to do it?
Never have done it. I don't,
Oh, it's so
never
much
did these
fun.
things, like I mentioned the other day. This is my first time doing fantasy football. Never done stickers. Never done them.
Are you sure you're a football fan?
I watch the football. I don't watch the stickers.
You can't. It's part of the package. Part of the package.
Not really. It's like they say supporting a club's part of the package, and do I?
Yeah, I mean, well, you don't support any clubs, so
Am I really a football fan?
I don't think you are, Seb. I think you might have to leave.
I think I might cut off the call.
No, don't.
Oh, you're relying on it.
Full time. It's so funny seeing Louis Saha in a suit. It's actually my pleasure for this
This
evening.
is actually one of the first times he's worn one, I think.
He's probably been told to actually turn up.
Well, no, but look at Louis Balzaretti. He's just there in a leather jacket, and damn, that looks dashing.
I quite like the studio.
Oh, the studio's cool.
Yeah, I quite like it. I could do some cushions.
Oh, well. Yeah, actually, how comfortable are they?
Oh, brilliant. Of course, get in touch on our live chat page. Let's go through some scores then. So Man City 2, Mönchengladbach 0, aggregate at 4-0. Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0. Benzema scoring in the first half to make it 2-0 on aggregate. Championship, Cardiff City 0, Stoke City 0 at full time. Derby County 2, Brentford 2, Luton Town 2, Coventry City 0, Middlesbrough 2, Preston North End 0, and Rotherham United 1, Watford 4. So they were all results from earlier this evening. AFC Bournemouth are playing Swansea City right now, and they're leading by 2-0 after 53 minutes. So those are the latest there from the Championship. And there's obviously League 1 and League 2. I'll mention those anyway, just in case you need to know. So AFC Wimbledon 1, Wigan Athletic 1, full-time there. Blackpool 1, Burton Albion 1, full-time there. And it's 96 minutes in. Charlton Athletic 3, Bristol Rovers 2. That looks like a crazy end to a crazy game. Lincoln City lost at home to Gillingham by 3-0. MK Dons 97 minutes into this game against Plymouth Argyle, and it's 2-1. So that's very close as well. Two crazy games. Oxford United beat Doncaster Rovers by 3-0. And Portsmouth went to Peterborough United to lose after they took part in the EFL Trophy final back on Sunday, and that was against Tranmere Rovers. They lost 1-0 there. Fleetwood Town 1, Ipswich Town 0, 51 minutes gone. Really weird how there's like one League One game taking place right now with a second half still to be played, but yet they decide to put all the other League One games on early. Okay.
I don't really get it, how the planning has worked out, even for any other games like Premier League games. I don't get it still now.
May as well just split it up. But, okay. Bless you. Seb has COVID again. League 2. Sorry, I said cold. I got mixed up with my C words. League 2, Cheltenham Town 0, Barrow 2, full time. Crawley Town 1, Walsall 1. Is that Quellenber League? No.
Is it what?
No, ignore me. Port Vale 2, Newport County 1. Salford City, they won the EFL Trophy on Saturday night, and they have gone to their first game back, and they are goalless with Colchester United at full time with that one. Scunthorpe United 1, Oldham Athletic 1. And then another game that's on right now, well, all the other games are finished with still 20 minutes to go. Mansfield Town 0, Carlisle United 1. So, yeah, that's your latest in England and in Europe. And we're just waiting for the players to come back on. Real Madrid players are out in the tunnel, and they're all lining up like it's the start of the game again. But the referee is happy to say, right, let's get back out onto that pitch in their pink pink shirts. And really, Seb, I think if Atalanta could get an early goal, then it's game on.
I think they need an early goal in the second
Yeah,
half.
I mean, they just want to. They want to at least make sure there's no more mistakes, because it's such a shame. I hate seeing mistakes like that, because we see quite a lot of it when it's short passes from a goalkeeper or defender, and then just out of nowhere they've conceded. I hate seeing that.
Yeah, it's a shame the way they conceded the goal, but sure they can still give it a go in the second half.
Let's see. Let's see. Then Benzema's back out on that pitch. I do quite like that Real Madrid shirt with the pink Adidas stripes under the armpit.
I'm not a fan of it. I just
You're
find the
not?
white too bland.
I must have. I mean, I've never worn a Real Madrid shirt, and God help me if I do.
Oh, really? Is that how you feel?
I'm not. I mean, I don't know what it is about Real Madrid. They're just not a likable club. But I've liked the players that they've had, of course. Zidane, Figo, Beckham, all them lot, fantastic. Roberto Carlos, Ronaldo, fantastic history of all those players.
Yeah.
But it's just the club for me. I just don't like the fact that they don't promote anything. They don't promote youth players or anything like that. It's just simply buy the best players and go with that. And I just don't like it. Same as Man City. Buy a lot of players. They've put Phil Foden through the system, but that's it. You want to see a club with an actual story, a bit of a history, not this spending spree.
Then again, if you're any club, you take it, don't you? I mean, if it brought you success at United, you'd take that.
What, as in
spending and not bringing through youth?
Yeah, but I think a lot of fans, I don't know, I think there's a lot more respect. It's like there's a difference between if you have two friends, right? One of your friends earns the money really hard to get himself like a Porsche. But then you have your other friend who wins the lottery and he gets a Lamborghini, and you just think, well done. But at least with the guy who actually worked hard for it, you go, yeah, nice one, well done. But then the other guy, as I said, who wins the lottery, you just think, well, that's just because of fucking luck. But like with Man City, it's the same.
Jamie would say, fuck the lottery if you ever were to win it.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, I never do the lottery, but
no, I don't either. And
my mum and dad do, and they've never won. So
yeah,
I mean, £10 maybe, but you don't see me getting a pint out of it.
That pass from Mendy.
Oh, I missed that.
he just completely miskicked it, and it's out, and it's a throw for Atalanta. But I'm sorry, Mendy might have started his Real Madrid career, but he's not. He's not going to be a world-class left back.
Oh dear.
I don't think he's good. And I say that he scored the goal in the first leg. It was a good goal at that. So yeah, there has been a half-time substitution. Pasalic, who I said did absolutely nothing, has been taken off for Zapata. I just wonder when he takes off Milinski and puts on Ilicic, because then as soon as you've got Muriel, Zapata and Ilicic, that should be a dangerous front three, and Real Madrid should be scared.
Yeah, I've just noticed that the Gladbach City game's back underway. I've got it on my phone, but I must admit my interests are not there to watch anymore, so I've turned it off.
Yeah, it seems a bit sad at this point, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have got changed.
You see that black away shirt? Is that the one you've ordered?
Yes, that's the one I've ordered.
Is Toloi down
Sure,
there?
I'm on the back. What's that?
Toloi looks down, the Atalanta captain.
Oh yeah.
It's Vinny Jr. who comes in
Vinny.
with the studs. Well, it's written on his shirt.
Oh, I thought it said Vinicius.
No, it's written Vini.
Ah, Vinny. Tell Vinny I've got the pretzels.
He's some wise guy, Vinny.
I remember our mutual friend Harry said that if I was part of the mafia, I'd be called, hey, they call him Jamie Tinyfeet.
It works so well. I just want to put you in sunglasses and some sort of mafia attire just to put Jamie Smallfeet. But
I was
really write the phonetics out of Smallfeet.
I was at. I can imagine. I can imagine if someone asked me, "What's your favourite film?" Well, it has to be Tiny Feet.
Isn't it Happy Feet?
Oh, Happy Feet. Yeah, that's the one.
I was about to make the reference. Oh, and Mahrez has had a shot wide.
Mahrez.
He's
I don't know what to think of Mahrez.
Yeah, he's frustrating.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a poor quality game, isn't it? The ball's just been given away quite often. Trying to pass it through the lines, but both teams are just not doing it successfully.
What do you think your gangster name would be?
Ooh. Good.
Yeah, Seb,
good
he talks
question.
a lot, you know?
He's a white guy. I don't have a clue, and I'd like anyone to suggest one for me, because I think that'd be hilarious.
I just love that bit off. Did you ever used to watch The Sopranos?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's a great. I mean, if you love your mafia stuff, gangster kind of programs, it's right up there.
Chill, Jamie. It took me about. It takes about a year to get through the whole film with The Godfather, so I mean, you chill down.
Oh, come on, 5 years. You're being a bit too kind there.
It insists
Actually,
upon itself.
there is a new version.
I don't know if you remember that on Family Guy.
Yeah.
It insists upon itself. It insists.
There's actually they've remade the starting and the ending of the original Godfather film, which comes out in December or something like that. I don't know much about it, but they brought out a trailer, and the definition on the film of the old film looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't know if it'll be any real difference, but it'll be good to watch it, I guess.
Yeah. So Zapata could be a really interesting substitute in the second half. So just to come back up to the game, considering Zapata is probably one of the strongest forwards in Serie A behind Lukaku, holding up the ball, can Ramos, who really likes to dive onto players and come out to the ball, will he get the better of Ramos, pull him out of position, put Varane one-on-one with another player like, say, Muriel? I'd be intrigued to see how he plays, how he executes that role. Or if, say, a Valverde can drop in and just make sure that he doesn't have too much of an impact.
Yeah. Oh, phone taken.
Real Madrid look comfortable despite Atalanta's pressure now. Oh, that was poor from Lucas. Ooh,
one more goal
away.
from... Oh, look at him go. Keep it in.
I thought it was a decent cross, but really the only place where there was a Real Madrid player is where the ball went.
The stream you're sharing with me, it's just picture to picture at the moment.
Oh,
it always changes.
Is it not working?
No, it's working, but like it's just a pic. It's literally like this, like.
Damn it!
It'll be all right. It'll find its way.
Don't even know if it's still on the call with you. Just tell me if ever. Just tell me.
Come on, picture. It's working well before. Come on, lad.
Coming up against Nacho. Oh.
I love the old-fashioned scoreboard behind the net.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, I've got a thing popping up with Seb's stream.
There you go. I don't know. I'm just trying to jiggle it up the little screen.
Oh, okay.
Ramos's reaction when they missed the goal. Or missed the goal, missed the chance.
Ooh, oh. Keep getting so much junk email from Dyson.
Dyson. What the hell's that all about?
I don't know. And they're not offering me Hoovers. Yeah, I don't know why your stream that you're sharing with me is just picture to picture at the moment.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
No, do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do?
Oh, hell. What's he going to do? Oh.
Maybe just... And Mendy takes a shot with his right foot again. Oh. Easily dealt with. How's that now, or is it the same?
It's the same at the moment. It's really weird because it like when I first joined the call on Skype, it was like this at first, but then it was like it was trying to get used to it.
Yeah, but I've just put it off and on again to see it again. Oh, and Zapata. Looks like he took down Nacho there. But you know, Nachos are quite fragile. Just needs to just break.
I mean, just snap it in half and you get even more out of it.
Snapping a Nacho in half doesn't make two Nachos. It makes two half Nachos.
It's still two Nachos.
I'm not going over the fundamentals of maths here.
You do enough of that.
I do, but I don't do them well.
At least you can try it while I literally just rip up the book and say, give me that beer.
Give me that beer.
I'm good at maths with football. Like, I can tell you the scoreline.
But that's not maths, that's reading. The stream's still treating you badly.
It's slowly getting there.
I just see in the Mönchengladbach game, Neuhaus kicking the ball like a sombrero over De Bruyne, and it's just beautiful. Everyone knows now that I've got a big appreciation for Neuhaus. I've been saying it for way too long, and then suddenly when the interest started, like I was on the bandwagon before it was even moving.
That is true. There's no way he's staying there next season.
He's doing so well in this game, fighting off the City midfielders. If he's trying to have an audition now for the City gig, then he's doing well.
He's doing all right. Yeah. That's the thing. Of course, Liverpool were linked to him as well back in January.
Yeah, and I think he wouldn't go for too expensive.
How did Mendy miss that? Sorry, not Mendy. It's Vinny, isn't it?
It's Vinny. It's Vinny Wise guy.
Vinny. I told him to send me a package. He only gonna miss the delivery.
On. That's what we want to see. But it's Gussen's who's gone off. So okay.
Does he have an itch though? That needs scratching because he needs one.
I'm not going to justify that, Jamie.
Got an itch that needs scratching, boy. I've always liked that quote in films.
Okay. You do you, Jamie.
I certainly would. Real Madrid, back to Courtois at the moment. At this moment in time, he'll have a clean sheet in both legs, which, of course, is good for him.
It's better. It's better when you get a clean sheet away from home because you don't want to embarrass yourself. That was the worst joke I've ever made. That was honestly, it was just atrocious.
It was terrible, and I laugh at a lot of things. I love how Heineken are like one of the major sponsors of the Champions League, but yet the one thing they just want to advertise is their 0%, which goes completely against what their product's supposed to be.
But it's product. Oh, when Vinicius has gone over.
He's saying
that looks questionable. That did look like a dive.
Yeah, I think the referee's right to give it a free kick instead of a penalty.
He made the most of it. I don't know, but that looked deep in the box. I mean,
I'm sure let's see the replay.
Okay, so he does well to get on the end of the ball and run in at the defenders. Oh yeah, there's no way he's in the box, but he really jumps in the box so to try and make the referee think about it. Yeah, that's a free kick. Oh, Minimal contact though.
Ah, poor Vinny. He retired last week. Why? He got his legs broken.
He got his legs broken. You know, he's just trying to be a wise guy.
Welcome to Let's Talk Mafia.
Wait,
on.
they've given a penalty.
Oh, what?
Oh my
I've
word!
just seen it. Yeah, Ramos is behind the penalty. What?
That's not a penalty.
And we thought we were being wise, but instead they gave it a penalty.
Us being the wise guys. Are they giving that?
Hey, let's just say I gave the referee a fiver.
They've given the penalty, and the penalty.
But it was on the line. So would that still be a penalty?
It wasn't even on the line.
Oh. So after VAR check,
And the goalkeeper goes
Ramos
the right way.
scores. So
And
that's
it's a goal.
probably gone to bed now, the tie. Just before we reach the hour mark. But Sergio Ramos, again, the captain, the leader of Real Madrid, has probably led them to the last 8 of the Champions League.
I am disgusted by that.
They need to show that again because I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's not good. I don't like that.
No, I don't.
He's never in the line. Oh, there's the foot afterwards. That's okay. The goalkeeper nearly gets there.
I'm still getting picture to picture with your stream. I don't know why it stopped being its. So yes, Real Madrid 2-0 up now, and 3-0 up on the aggregate score. So I think it's looking very, 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 very difficult now for Atalanta to come back into this game. They need 3 goals.
Yeah.
And that would actually make them lead the tie because of 3 away goals, but they need to get a goal first.
Well, we've lost our stream now.
Oh.
That's down to me.
Look at the pressure I've given him, folks.
Oh, that's even worse for myself now. We'll get there.
Ooh.
How is it for you then?
Yeah.
Better?
No, not yet. Hopefully it'll pick it up. Yeah, it's really weird. It was perfect up until the second half started, basically, I think. Yeah, it's starting to do a bit more movement instead of just picture to picture.
It's still just moving picture to picture?
No, it's getting better. It's starting to flow a bit more.
I see how Modric deals with that well. 3 players surround him, he turns around, just plays it out. He is still a class player.
Oh, I love Modric.
He didn't have the
How old
greatest
is he?
season. He's 35, so he didn't have the greatest season when he won that Ballon d'Or, you know, because, well, I think everyone was expecting a bit more, but great servant for Real Madrid.
Tony Kroos as well, I like him.
Tony Kroos is actually reasonably young as well.
33, isn't he?
He's 31.
Is he 31? Wow.
He's 31. He's only just turned 31 in January.
And he's done everything.
So he's won 2 different Champions Leagues. So, well, no, sorry, he's won with 2 different clubs.
Yeah, and he's won 5.
The 4 with Real Madrid and 1 with Bayern Munich.
Oh no, sorry, he won. Yeah, no, he won 3 with. He didn't win with.
And that just Zapata just needed to touch it.
I think because he joined Real Madrid in 2014, so actually he's won it 3 times with Real Madrid and 1 with Bayern.
Yeah.
Oh, that lad just needed a goal there.
It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, that it's gone down like this.
Yeah, I hope Ramos is going off.
So Ramos
His
going
job
off
is done.
after 60 minutes again. So he mustn't be fully fit yet again. But you can expect that, right?
I mean, How old is he now? 35.
Right. Yeah, he's
Or he
about,
just
he's,
kissed
I think
Zidane on the cheek.
he's about 34, isn't he? I think about that.
He just kissed Zidane on the cheek, Seb. It was a bit of a mafia moment there. It was just to give me my wishes.
Like, you know, where he grabs his face like on the cheek. You know, really
Yeah,
quite one of those sloppy ones.
with those rings in their hands.
Like a grandpa kiss
Yeah.
or a grandma kiss.
Yeah,
Oh no, it comes.
Oh, Benzema. No. Vinny. Vinny.
Vinny,
Why are we
the wise guy.
I paid the referee a fiver.
No, but they're Italian. They like their tenors. I need to know who's captain now. I'm guessing Modric might be.
I think it might be. Yeah, it's a shame about Atalanta. I think for them they'd have loved to have at least reached the quarters again, but
Yeah, it's, of course. And the last season was a bit more of a fairy tale because of the way they got to the quarters. You know, losing their first 3 games and then almost a remontada, but in a whole competition. Oh, the celebration with Lucas. That's hilarious. Crossing legs, shaking the hands underneath.
And then like doing like a wine or kind of I'm not sure.
I think it's tea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they're not playing an English club, so I don't know where they're going with that. They're not doing an Alex Morgan when she scored against England and she did the tea celebration, which was so annoying. As in, like, I didn't mind her doing that celebration, but loads of English people were offended by it. I'm thinking, oh my God, we live in such a sensitive world.
Now, I don't know what records say that on YouTube, but if you were an English person, does that mean that, and you score against America, do you go and that's when we get flagged.
Oh, there was. Atalanta corner. Oh, Courtois straight to him. There was. I remember there was one player who used to do that as a celebration. He'd just go like this. He'd just go reload, and he'd just go.
Oh no, I know there was one. I can't remember who it was. No. Ah.
I presume no one can do that these days, but
wasn't it like? Is it Mark Paducah?
I think it might have been, yeah.
No. Craig Bellamy.
Yes.
And then just roly-polied over, wasn't it?
Yeah, or was it Roy? No, was it Robbie Keane who used to do a roll and then do like
it's Robbie Keane. Yeah. It's Robbie Keane. Oh my God.
Robbie Keane.
We got there.
Robbie Keane. Oh, Robbie Keane. I liked Robbie Keane.
We had to just
right.
Go through.
Remember when he was at Liverpool?
Oh, and that pass to Zapata. Oh, he should have been better.
Oh, straight at Courtois.
His boyhood club, Liverpool.
Yeah, he was only there for like...
It's a piss take because every time he went to a new club, he was always like, "Oh, I dreamed of going to this club since I was a little boy." Every single club, and he's done the rounds.
It's when Mahrez said that when he joined Man City. I'm thinking, who in 20 years ago, when was anyone wanted to play for Man City?
Oh, he wanted to help them not lose 9-0 to Middlesbrough, but lose 8-0. No, sorry, it was 7-0, wasn't it? Under Stuart Pearce, wasn't it? They lost 7-1 or 7-0 to Middlesbrough.
That's what Vincent Kompany said when he signed for Man City.
Well, he signed in 2006 before the investment.
Did he?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he was. Oh, no, it's 2006, wasn't it? Oh, and Benzema
Benzema!
Keeper saves it, and then it's on the post. Oh, Atalanta get away with another one there, but the tie's over anyway. But I don't think they want to lose 3-0.
No, that'd be a shame.
Simple save from the goalkeeper. Then he hits it on the post, doesn't he?
Let me have a look.
Can you not see the game? Is it picture again?
It is a bit. It's okay. It's not always doing picture. Vincent Kompany. God, he's 34. I kept thinking he was older.
Oh God, yeah. And our friend Vinny's coming off the wise guy.
Vinny, I think you've had your day.
He's coming off the wise guy.
Just make sure you go to Uncle Beluca and tell him I sent him a message.
Wise guy's coming off at 69 minutes. That's so wise now.
He joined Man City in 2008, so I was right.
Oh, sorry, but it wasn't. It was the last one before the investment, right?
Hey! I'm the Godfather. You listen to me.
But it was the last one before the investment, right?
I'm not sure. It depends if it was January or in the summer. Let's have a look. No, he signed in August. So yeah, they got him as one of the first.
It was the
players.
first one then. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they didn't really spend any money on him though, did they? So it's not like it was 50, 40 million to get him. They spent like 5 million, didn't they? It was undisclosed fee, so we don't really know.
True.
But yeah, what a
signing.
What a signing, especially that goal in his last season to pretty much seal the deal for the league. That was an amazing goal against Leicester.
I was still annoyed about that one.
Are you?
Yeah, I like the goal, but I thought Leicester hung on so well in that match. Just to see a goal like that go in, I mean, great for Vincent Kompany, of course, but I liked what Leicester were doing.
Vincent Kompany, I think it's a shame he's retired from international football. I think one more year.
They've got Denayer back there in defence for Belgium. They've got Alderweireld. They've still got Vertonghen in there.
Vertonghen. I still don't know what to think of him.
I liked him. I really liked him as a player. Ruben Diaz is coming off, and I don't know if he looks happy or he looks a bit unsure. But he looks like he's going to beat up whoever comes in his path. Oh no, he high fives the player. You know, he's walking off with such an aura about him. Like, look, I got muscles.
Hey, Vinny, you see these muscles? They don't come overnight.
You know, you want to be a wise guy?
That's why I get the men to talk.
Oh, and Benzema's in.
Oh,
and he puts it out. The goalkeeper looked like he'd give away the foul there, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he'll go down penalty. Instead, he's got a bandage on his right hand like he's Keith Lemon.
He always has a bandage on his right hand. It's like the thing that Vardy had for a while.
Does Vardy still have that?
I don't think he does now. Maybe he should put it back on.
Did Suarez?
Get back into the goal scoring form if he puts it back on.
Well, yeah, and it was blue. And Suarez had one for a while, didn't he?
Well, that's the thing. You said it was blue, but that's actually a rule. You can't have accessories or things like that. That are your own accessories that are not the kit colour. Say, for instance, if I play in my red kit for the team I play for, and I have my Nike, put the brand in there, but the straps around the socks that go underneath the shin pads.
Other sweatbands are available.
The ones that go around the socks and underneath the shin pads.
He's offside. Oh no! Wait, what am I saying? I thought Real Madrid were attacking.
Oh my God! Oh no!
That was a terrible moment. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't commentating. I forgot what I was going to say.
But yeah, the colour. If my colour, even at my level, if the colour's not right, then the referee can say no, you can put the right colour on. Even like a headband, I've been told before you need a red one. I was like, not got a red headband.
Well, actually, you say that. I mean, Diallo wore a sweatband the other day, which was the Ivory Coast flag.
Sweatband, you know, like Alan Maximan does, like tennis players do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was a bit surprised he was allowed to wear, but
yeah, I was quite surprising.
And then he covered one of his eyes while celebrating a goal, which I'm sure it means something to him, but I don't know what it means.
Because during that goal he was blindsided. Oh, and Ilicic down? Yeah, he's down.
Hey, when I score goals, I make sure they're shot in the eye.
Nacho gets the yellow card.
Nacho.
Yellow's appropriate for a Nacho. That's the colour I'd give a Nacho, you know.
Yeah,
I think it's yellow, isn't it?
It's that kind of Doritos colour.
Talk about in certain brands.
Other Doritos are available.
Wow.
Tesco brand. They're quite nice, and they're cheaper.
But then, it's a brand, Dorito. It's not a type of food. It's a brand. Let's not get confused here.
Well, who'd have thought? It's pretty much nearly been a year since the whole world was in lockdown,
Oh yeah,
and we're still
getting
there.
used to it. We're still getting used to it.
I'm trying to, but I'm just so bored now. I just feel like every day's wasted.
Valverde there. What a weird tackle. It's getting very, very scrappy in this game, and Ilicic looks like he will not last till the end.
No, he keeps just going down, thinking, I've had enough. I've played the whole game. No, you haven't.
You haven't played the whole game.
Hey, I told my referee to bribe me to tell him to say that.
Because he's no wise guy.
Come up with something
Other
new.
mafia,
Real Madrid
other mafias are available.
Other Godfathers are available.
That's a nice passage of play. Really
Yeah,
scraping the barrel, are we?
Yeah. Oh, he's kept it going. Go
Got
on.
a corner. Nice.
They do, yes. Now, who knows? Could they get a goal? They need one.
I'm going to take a
They need
guess
two.
and
They need
say
three.
no.
I'd probably agree with you. Put it in our poll. Will they score in this corner?
We haven't got a poll.
No, we haven't. But we've got a live chat page.
The closest we've got is a German, but yeah. In Gusens and Kroos, but if not.
Oh, straight. Oh, that's a shame.
Straight at Courtois, right? And it's it's Benzema doing the dirty work on the 6-yard box.
Of course, I actually have a feeling Real Madrid will get City next.
But then, who could this Real Madrid side? Who should they want to face in the next round, except for Porto? I mean that with all due respect to Porto, but they know that every team is wanting to draw them.
Liverpool.
Ooh, and Zapata's in.
Go on,
Oh,
he's got a score.
What a save from
Another
Courtois.
good save.
What a good save from Courtois.
But
I was talking about Zapata being the guy who creates that space in behind, but he's actually been more dangerous in behind in this game. So, yeah. I think they obviously want Porto.
Oh!
He's wasted that, hasn't he, Rodrygo? He's wasted that.
Yeah.
And he's almost done what Vinicius does all the time. He's just wait. But legs flailing all over the place. You too?
I think. What's that?
You as well?
Me what? On this game?
No. It's not been a great game, has it?
No, I mean I've enjoyed it, but it's when the game's decided. You kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I think, what was I going to say? I think they wouldn't mind Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Maybe.
I still think Liverpool would beat them, but I mean, if they played Man City, I think City would easily win.
You'd have to say that City would win. I mean, I'm not fully sold on this Real Madrid side, but they can grind a win out. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Or they can grind at least a result out.
But I mean, look what happened last season, though. They got absolutely battered, didn't they, by Man City?
But I think I'd be intrigued to see, firstly, Real Madrid against PSG, to see how good both these respective teams are. How good are PSG and how good are Real Madrid, really, realistically? A low block like Real Madrid's, are PSG going to be able to break it down? Because I don't think they're actually that good, PSG. I don't think they're as good as the 4-1 was against Barcelona.
I think...
And I don't think Real Madrid are as good as not conceding a goal against Atalanta.
I do think Man City are hoping that PSG and Bayern Munich play each other.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think that... they wouldn't want Bayern, that's for sure.
No.
I mean, I do want to see the Lewandowski-Ramos battle just one more time.
I bet Bayern get FC Porto.
Yeah, it's actually written to be that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Chelsea would be an interesting opposition for anyone. I'm going to say it now that my choice has gone
You think
out.
they'll beat Atletico?
I think Chelsea are a dark horse in the whole tournament.
Ooh, nah, sorry.
They know how to... I mean, what...
They haven't been good to watch, I'm afraid.
Oh, being good to watch, who cares? We're Porto
Well,
in 2004,
yeah.
and that was a weird year. I think Chelsea have got what it takes defensively to go on and do this. And to be fair, Thomas Tuchel has got a team to the Champions League final, and not by pure individuality by adapting tactically. So why couldn't he do it with, I don't know, probably a better squad with Chelsea? I mean, that's debatable amongst many people.
No, I don't know about that.
I mean, I'm saying squad, not starting 11. Better squad. I think Chelsea's squad is better.
Nah. No. Reminds me of that bit off the US office, and they keep asking Andy to not be regional manager anymore. They ask him to be salesman. He goes, no. And then he just goes no to everything. And then he goes, Andy, if you say no one more time, I will fire you. No.
I've not seen that one. I haven't seen nothing off the office.
I'll send you the clip. It's quite funny. It's way after Michael Scott leaves.
Yeah,
Rich, I hope I haven't ruined it for you. Just by saying that.
No, I know what happened. I know that happens, yeah.
They wouldn't extend his contract. The bastards.
Didn't do a Modric.
Yeah. Well, he'll certainly have been happy with his contract extension, especially this performance tonight.
Yeah,
he got the assist for the first goal.
Yeah, that's true. They're showing that replay again. Varane's not comfortable when he has to throw himself into those tackles.
That was a good save.
Yeah, Courtois as well.
Of course, do join us tomorrow night. Of course, we mentioned Chelsea, so we'll be doing Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. They're leading by 1-0 on aggregate, thanks to that fantastic kick from Olivier Giroud, which I'd be interested if he starts tomorrow.
Should do. I don't know if there's any news of him being injured, or I haven't followed Chelsea too much because they're too boring to watch.
What's that?
I haven't followed Chelsea enough because they're too boring to watch.
No, I haven't either. Jack Price, who will be joining us tomorrow, who's a Chelsea fan, hasn't been impressed at all, he said. So he's I think he's going to be...
He hasn't lost, in fairness to Tuchel.
No, but I think there's people don't care about that if the style is shit. I mean, I remember watching Man United under Louis van Gaal. Even when we had a good spell, I was like, nah, I can't watch this. This is terrible.
I think a lot of the football has just become terrible recently anyway.
Oh, yeah. Completely agree. I think football since the new year has been shite.
Oh, it's been awful.
I don't know if that's because of fatigue, maybe. You know, tight schedule for everyone, but I just think at some point money is going to kill football, and I've been saying this for a long time, where I question if any of them are really trying. Here is a substitution for Real Madrid with about 9 minutes to go. Asensio's coming on. And Valverde, Seb's favourite player, is coming off.
Seb's favourite player?
Yeah.
You really didn't know what to say, did you?
No, I didn't. So if I don't know what to say, I'll say it's Seb's favourite player.
I've got nothing against Valverde.
Atalanta, how many subs have they made? They've made 2, haven't they?
They've made 2 so far. No, 3. Ilicic, Palomino, and Rapsa. Yeah. Oh, and it's a goal!
Oh, that's a lovely goal. Oh, they need 2 more, though, with 8 minutes to go. It looks very unlikely, but...
So
Muriel.
The top scorer, yeah. Getting a goal.
Great goal.
That's a good goal, yeah.
Nicely done.
Great,
and even with the man lying behind the wall, that didn't even work.
That's a fantastic goal.
So, 2-1.
I was shocked with that. I didn't see that coming.
No, but it's had to take a moment of magic, and they've got one. At least they've got a goal in the tie, but it might be too little, too late for Atalanta.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So 3-1 on aggregate. They still need 2 more goals, and they would actually win the tie. It wouldn't be, of course, going into extra time.
Yeah, so Muriel, top scorer this season in Serie A with 16 goals in 25 games. And he's 2 off his record from last season with 10 games less, so, you know, He's having a good season. That means it's all. That means it's his third goal in the Champions League in 7 games. So it's Pacino comes off for Caldara.
Wouldn't we just love to see another
comeback.
goal?
Yeah.
Yeah. After everything we were saying about Real Madrid, who they'd play in the next round.
Yeah.
And then, can you imagine we'd end the stream with, wow, they're going to play no one.
And Muriel's come off.
Yeah, I just seen that.
And Asensio in. Oh, he's got a goal.
Oh, damn it!
I'm trying to change the fucking team. Yeah, Atalanta getting sloppy there. Really, really sloppy there.
Oh, that's a shame.
And Asensio not long been on.
Well, it didn't take long. Real Madrid, when there was a moment for Atalanta, they've gone and buried it at Real Madrid and forgot all about that. They now lead 4-1 on aggregate. Asensio with the goal.
Yeah, so it's
Literally
over.
from the kickoff as well.
Yeah, Paul from Atalanta. Switched off.
So Atalanta now need 3 goals again.
Well, that's back to square one.
Back to square one.
And Ramos celebrating.
Ramos looking like a proud dad there. Probably is a dad compared to some of these ages now.
He might be a dad just generally, Jamie.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he? I forgot about that. I forgot footballers do things off the pitch.
What's this thing about footballers doing things off the pitch? Oh,
Wow,
don't get it.
I don't know. I wonder how much work they actually have to do. Because they a lot of them play golf, so it must be an alright life. I don't get golf, Seb, as in I love watching it, but I've never understood really playing it.
I don't know the rules. I don't know anything about golf, so you know.
Oh.
Wrong person.
Oh. But I remember we were at a pub once and the Masters was on, and I remember you were drinking whiskey.
I was
That
drinking
was it,
whiskey,
really.
what?
Yeah, you were drinking whiskey as your last drink of the night at the Red Lion.
Oh yeah, and I was told not to mix it all with beer. So I already had beers. Yeah. Couldn't let me have my whiskey, could they?
And I ate all those crisps.
Yep, you did. You always do though.
I'm sure it was 15 bags. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't think it was that many, but it felt like it. So 4 minutes to go. And Real Madrid pretty much cementing a spot for the last day, as well as Manchester City tonight. But who will go through tomorrow night? It looks as though it'll be Bayern Munich, with them being 4-1 up against Lazio. But Chelsea only 1-0 up against Atletico Madrid, but they got the away goals, so it's the sort of scoreline you want away from home against Diego Simeone team. But you never know with Atletico Madrid. If they can turn it on tomorrow night, things could get very interesting. Oh, shot there. It's gone over the bar. That was an Atalanta opportunity. Goal kick for Real Madrid. Well, either way, we've had goals tonight. A lot more than what that they had in the first leg when it was only 1-0 to Real Madrid from a late winner. Steve McDonald asking, who would you say is the 5 greatest midfielders ever? Oh, God. That's a question. I love it how Steve's asking us this when the game's near the over. Oh, that's a difficult one. I mean, straight away, I'm not going to do it in any particular order. I'm just going to give you my 5. I'd say Zinedine Zidane, Paul Scholes, Nedved. Unless you're unaware, it's Nedved to some people, but I've been told it's Nedved. So that's 3. So Nedved, Zidane, and Scholes. I'm going to say Yaya Toure.
Whoa!
Yeah, I really like Yaya Toure. I saw him live a lot as well, so that's why I enjoyed watching him. I'm only saying it from my head right now, you know what I mean, Seb? It's one of those where
of course, yeah.
it changes all the time.
You never know, because there are players that I haven't seen play.
Yeah.
Xavi or Iniesta? I'd go for Iniesta.
Of course, Iniesta, yeah, Iniesta, complete. Actually, get rid of Yaya Toure, put Xavi and Iniesta in there. That's my 5. What's yours, Seb?
Oh, my God. I was hoping you wouldn't ask and I could just share the
I agree with Jamie.
I agree with Jamie on a lot of that, yeah.
Tell you what, while we try and get Seb's, Steve, you share us yours.
I don't know. I really don't.
Let's see the comparison.
I'm struggling here.
Surely Zidane.
Yeah, Zidane's going to be up there, but then don't you think that a team like Real Madrid winning 3 in a row, one of those midfielders deserves to be in that bracket?
Modric.
Yeah, like Modric. I know it's a bit of a stretch. Do you want to put Pirlo in there as well?
I don't see why not. He won the World Cup.
Do you want to put... Is Clarence Seedorf technically a midfielder?
Oh, Clarence Seedorf was so good. You see, again, that's another one that would be in my 5. It just changes all the time.
Yeah.
Seedorf was so good.
Of course he was.
Just players like him, you just didn't have to worry about. He just was going to do the job. Even if they lost, he was never going to fail.
Or someone like I don't know, Patrick Vieira.
Oh, Vieira was so good.
Yeah. He
always got his legs dirty. Always got himself stuck in.
I'm going to put out Champions League winner Paul Lambert.
Really?
I'm sorry, play. But he wouldn't.
I was going to say, it was way before
Paul Lambert.
Yeah, with Dortmund.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's put Xavi, Iniesta, Zidane, Pirlo, and Mateus. Yeah, and I don't know enough about Mateus, unfortunately.
You see, the thing is with Mateus is that some people have put him as a defender in the World 11, which makes that's annoying because I know you want to put in so many players in certain areas, but I just think you can't just put him as a defender.
No, I guess not.
I just think you've got to let go of someone.
What about Laudrup? Wasn't he a class act
Laudrup?
midfielder?
Yeah, Laudrup. My main boss at work is from Denmark, and he loves Laudrup.
You just see videos back when it was like, oh, okay, this guy was a real playmaker.
Yeah. I like Steve McDonald's choice. That's a good one. Yeah, Matthias is one of those where my brother told me he was a pretty decent player, especially for Germany and for Bayern Munich, of course. He said he remembers him playing for Bayern Munich against
Rodrygo's
United.
What a save with his head.
Oh! Brilliant.
Rodrygo's in, and Rodrygo's had a really bad game. But then, yeah, just onto the head of the goalkeeper. That's hilarious.
Oh.
Sportiello did not see that coming, but saved it nonetheless. Ilicic through to Zapata. Yeah, and Zapata's got no options. How can... Atalanta can't get back into it like this.
Always sorted it out. Varane, nicely done. Oh, I say that, he's giving the ball away.
And Ilicic does well, though. Active. Oh, and a decent ball across from Zapata. Ooh.
All cleared away.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes of stoppage time gone, but 5 minutes of added time. But no, I appreciate the question, Steve. That's a good one for debate, that. If you haven't already, I presume you have, Steve. Do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport.
I think he did. He has, yeah. I think he has. So
just waiting for this game to pretty much conclude.
We are, aren't we?
It's one of those.
Don't mean this.
At least there's been goals.
Mars nearly gets one in the other game. I think the referee's going to blow the final on that.
Is it 4-0 on aggregate in that game?
It is indeed.
Oh, so they didn't add anything.
Oh, it's over. So
so Man City are through.
I'm actually just typing up a report as we're speaking.
When you say report, as in for work?
Yeah, I've got a project stuff to do.
Brilliant.
You know, you do what you
Seb's
gotta
doing
do.
2 tasks at once, multitasking. What a lady. I mean, what a man.
Got some good
Uh,
work done, but I can't document it because I don't know how to document things because I'm stupid. Oh, and Nacho behind. Why is Nacho always the furthest player forward? The cross
Oh,
comes in, no
oh,
one's
goes
there.
across.
No one is there.
See, all of a sudden, Seb, with the last few minutes of the game, the stream is great again.
No, good. Oh, good, good.
May
So
I ask,
Marco
Seb, is
didn't
there
let.
like a red thing around the stream?
Yeah, that's when you share
Like a
screen.
red square.
That's when you share screen.
Oh, okay. I kept thinking, because it
On
looked as though it
Zoom it's green.
disappeared.
On Zoom it's green.
Ah, because
On Microsoft ones it's red.
it looked like it disappeared then, and then it made the stream better. I don't know. I'm not
Don't
sure.
know. Couldn't tell you.
Oh, no.
Now sent to
Less than
waste
60
some
seconds
time.
to go.
Just blow the whistle, ref. None of the players want to be on the pitch anymore.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I do think sometimes that scenarios like this just end the game.
I was confused. I thought if yesterday with the Wolves match versus Liverpool, if you had 7 minutes on, but you've already gone to like 100 minutes, then is it +7 or is it technically plus what? Then 10 that's already been played +7, like 17.
Well, I was worried I wasn't going to get my train back because of how long it was going on.
I should learn to drive, Jamie.
Yeah, maybe in another world. I will. One day.
They're really just passing around waiting for the whistle to go, aren't they? There we go.
There we go. Full time then. Real Madrid have won at their sports club. They didn't need to do it at the Bernabeu tonight.
Alfredo Di Stefano.
Whoever that guy is. Zidane, yet again, another Champions League win. Not the trophy, but another win in the competition as the manager of Real Madrid. And it was a 3-1 win tonight, which meant the scoreline on aggregate was 4-1. Of course, Atalanta did get a goal late on from a free kick from Muriel, and then Asensio, who came on from the bench, scored just seconds later, just to make sure that there was no late scare from the Italian team. So Atalanta are out of the Champions League. They, of course, got to the quarterfinals last year. This time it's the last 16. Real Madrid, obviously, no one expects them to win it this year, but who knows? They're into the last 8. They'll see who they'll get next, and I'm sure Zidane will try his best to get them through to the semi-finals. But Seb, first half it was an okay game, but it just felt like in the second half it just felt a bit dragging, didn't it? At the end, it was
dying
already
away
done and
slowly.
dusted. Yeah.
I think Atalanta, as with so many games this season, just disappointing. It's that, I don't know, is it starting to stagnate under Gasperini? I love what Gasperini has done, but is it really? Is he losing some of his players, like I mentioned before, with his relationship with Ilicic, Papi Gomez, who eventually moved on? Yeah, I'm just disappointed that Atalanta didn't offer more, and that's just my point. I think that's all, yeah. And Real Madrid weren't impressive, but very efficient in front of goal. Well, no, very efficient. That's also quite an overstatement. They got the job done.
Yeah.
Simply that. They didn't need to do much more. They got the job done.
Yeah, they got the job done. I think I don't know. Real Madrid, have they really given us a sign tonight to watch them, to watch out for them in the next round? I'd say they haven't, but I guess
I didn't think they were that impressive defensively. It's just that Atalanta didn't really exploit it.
Yeah.
They didn't really get into good positions, Atalanta, behind the defence. I mean, Real Madrid were there to be pulled all about the place, and granted, they did that a bit more in the second half, but still didn't make the most of it. I mean, Zapata offside sometimes, then got a chance that Courtois made a great save with, but not too many chances were created. I think there was a lot of lack of input from midfield. Maybe Freuler was a big miss tonight.
Yeah. Of course, we're going to probably wrap this up quickly because I think me and Seb have lost the will to live. But as always, I always ask my guests who their man of the match was. Seb, who are you going for?
Oh, fucking hell. Uh, I'm struggling here. I'm really struggling.
I wouldn't even know. I'd probably just say No, you know what? I'd say Courtois just because of all the saves.
Maybe, but was it that impressive? I'm not too
Nah,
sure.
nah.
I don't,
Maybe Modric.
yeah, I don't know, but I think maybe it's just Modric. Or could you say Ramos because they held their defense quite well, and in all
Yeah,
fairness, he
and he
scored the
scored a
goal,
goal.
he scored the penalty. I think that's probably too easy. Yeah, I'll go for Modric. I'll go for Modric because
So Seb goes with Luka Modric, the Ballon d'Or winner of 2018. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of our live watch along tonight. So Real Madrid 3, Atalanta 1 in the second leg, and that means they go through by 4 goals to 1 on aggregate after both legs. Atalanta out, so they'll have to focus on Serie A. In the other Champions League game tonight in the second leg, Manchester City won 2-0 on the night, a repeat scoreline of the first leg a few weeks ago. So they win 4-0 on aggregate against Borussia Mönchengladbach, thanks to first half goals from Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan, all within under 20 minutes in the Puskas Arena. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Not Seb. Seb's taken the night off, but I'll be joined by Jack Price and George House, our Chelsea fans, and one of our neutrals of Joe Stanley, who will be joining us tomorrow night. So do tune in. We start the stream at 5 to 8. The game kicks off at 8 p.m. UK time. And so, yeah, do join us for that. And of course, stay at home, stay safe, and all that. Well, you can do whatever you like. Don't listen to me. I'm not Boris Johnson. Or if you're from another country, whoever your leader is, or maybe a dictator. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, folks. My thanks to Seb True. And hopefully, we will have a more satisfying game because in football, we don't really know what script we're going to get. And
yes,
sometimes
Chelsea
it's
versus
not what we.
Atletico Madrid, always more satisfying.
Oh God! Maybe another Drew Bicey, but an own goal instead. Anyway, thanks again.